Hello and welcome to my review of the Deathwatch Corvus Blackstar flyer. I've built it. I think it's a really lovely model, definitely one of the nicest looking flyers in the whole range. It's really grown on me. Also the kit is I think just 2 sprues, so it's really quick and easy to sort of make. Price wise, one of these will set you about £40, which is, in my opinion, it is overpriced, and if models are overpriced, I won't keep quiet about it. I will make a point about it and just give you my reasons why I think it is. One of the reasons is it's just 2 sprues rather than 3 or 4. I think the Orc Fighter has 3 sprues, but now it's 4, and I think it's same price. The prices never go down, so it's not like once they're paid off their mould, they'll reduce it because they made the money up. Their prices are always going up. So £40 seems to be quite a lot for this, but the rules are pretty good. It's almost 200 points. It's got a lot of options, and by that I mean you can kit it out how you want. You can even have it as like a multi-role purpose vehicle, but with a bit of magnetisation you can really sort of customise it and make it your own. Yes, you can have assault cannons and then the anti-tank missiles, but because it's a flyer, it's not a super heavy flyer or anything like that, you're only going to be shooting it at one target. But its primary role really is to transport up to 12 Deathwatch in here. I'll show you the flyer up close. It's just on the base that it comes with. Really nice flyer. What I've done is I've kitted it out into sort of like it needs cleaning up and things. It's still got some plastic dust where I've filed. I've kitted it out in sort of like an anti-troop, anti-infantry loadout. So I've gone for the Blackstar missiles, Blackstar cluster launcher, the assault cannons, the hurricane bolters, and then I've just gone for the Infernum Halo launcher, which is chaff launcher. You can reroll Jinx saves. But what I've done, and I encourage you to do this, is before you actually glue the top and the bottom parts together, they're quite a quick, simple first step to build this flyer, is put a little bit of super glue on the top side of the flyer, and inside glue a magnet. Obviously the stronger the better, and what I've done is I've super glued it in there to the roof so you can't see it, so you can have the flyer with nothing on if you really wanted, and I'll put a magnet in there, and that's the sort of size I've gone for. And what that means is I can have it just stock as you wish. I can have it with the Infernum launcher, and I can also have it with this sensory Auspex sensory array kind of thing, and that is pretty useful because that can bump up your ballistic skill by 1, which is incredible. In this particular loadout I'd probably have the Halo launcher, just because everything is twin linked. Assault cannon's twin linked, the missiles are twin linked, hurricane bolters are twin linked. The only thing that isn't is the cluster launcher, so there's not an awful need for ballistic skill 5 when everything's twin linked, so you're probably going to hit it anyway. However, on the anti-tank one, the missiles, the anti-tank sort of missiles aren't twin linked. Yes, you get the twin linked las cannon, but you really want to make that one strength 9 shot count, so that might be worth doing it for that. So I'd probably go for the sensor array on the anti-tank version, but that's just what I would go for. So that's a neat little tip, and what I'll do is I'll embed a video of how I've sort of magnetised that within this video. I'll just hijack the review to give you a bit of a tip. This really helped me. Get yourself 3 magnets. They don't have to be super strong or anything like that. Maybe stronger the better. But what you can do is, if you haven't glued it together yet, and it's probably to do this, probably best to do this stage before you've completely glued it, is you can actually glue strong magnet on the underside of this canopy of the flyer. Now what that means is then you can affix another magnet to the underside of the Halo launcher or the augury array, and then it will actually magnetise through the plastic and through the gap, and it means that you don't need to glue one or the other sort of vehicle accessories on. means it'll just magnetise and stay there, and then you can swap them about if you wish, because there are benefits to both. So I just thought I'd put that in there, that you can put this magnet in the actual carapace of in the hull of the flyer, and then you've got options for the vehicle accessory. I suppose if you're a whiz at magnets, you can also magnetise all the weapons by using really small magnets, especially like the missiles. I know a lot of people like to put little magnets in the missiles and change them from one or the other, but as I'm only having 2 flyers, it just suits me best just magnetising the top accessory. So I hope that helps. I'll carry on with the rest of the review. But yeah, really nice, lovely flyer. These bits move. They've cut corners from the Storm Raven in the landing feet. They don't come down or half open or anything like that. They're completely moulded into the miniature, so you don't get the option. That would have probably complicated things, and it would have made 3 sprues, I would have thought. Likewise, the back door or the back hatch, really large, sort of wide one. You could sort of magnetise like the top parts to have that, so you could open it, but it's so wide and not very tall that, and I'm not sure whether there's any point. They say that it can hold 12 models.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's what 12 models look like. It can store bikes too. I really just, I don't know, maybe you could fit 1 bike in. Maybe. It's definitely a tight squeeze. Maybe 2, possibly 3. Yeah, and obviously these bikes must weigh, I'd probably say 200 to 300 kilograms each. I just know that from motorbiking, that's all. That this sort of bike, well, definitely over 200 kilograms, I'd say, because you've got the guns and the ammunition, and you've got Space Marine himself. I mean, he's probably got to weigh 200 kilograms. I'm not sure about the transport capacity, but hey, it can carry 12 apparently, so there you go. That's the flyer. Really nice model to make. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that these sort of cluster launchers move, and you can take them off and not have them, but then you're left with this odd thing, and it doesn't give you a covering plate, so you sort of got to have them on, really. But these thrusters move. And the missiles, I suppose you could put little magnets in them, swap the missiles out, have the anti-tank ones. It's nice that the sort of visor, you can have this version or an armoured version. I'm not that a big fan of the armoured version, and this version with some inks and things, you could have quite a nice effect going on. I like the doors too. I've been asked to do like a size comparison between these doors and like the Rhino doors, so I'll do that right now. And here I have a Rhino. Let's just have a little look at the door. Maybe it might be better. Difficult to say, but I'd probably say that the door is about the same size. It's probably a little bit bigger because it's got sort of like a rim around it on the Blackstar, but I hope that's a good comparison to the guy that wanted a little, well, comparison between the sizes of the door. It looks like it's the same size. Yeah, compared to a Rhino, hope that gives you some idea too. So yeah, it's obviously bigger than a Rhino. And what I'll do now is I'll just compare it to a few other flyers that I have in my arsenal. I'll do that now. So first of all, I'll just compare it to one of Space Marine's newest flyers, the Stormhawk. It's bigger. The wingspan is much bigger. It's a bigger flyer in general. You might be getting a different sort of perspective there because it was closer to the camera. But I hope these are sort of helping you understand. Certainly videos like this where they show comparison sizes definitely help me. So it's a lot bigger. I think a Stormhawk set you back, what, 26, 30 pounds, something like that. Remember, Stormhawk's got sort of 3 weapons: the Icarus cannon, the missiles, and the assault cannons. Whereas the Blackstar's got the cluster launcher, the missiles, the assault cannons, and the heavy bolters. So it's definitely sort of more armed. So there you go. That's the compared to the new flyer. Comparing it to one of my favourite, the Xiphon Interceptor. The Xiphon Interceptor is a fair bit bigger, as you can hopefully see just from that view there. Xiphon Interceptor is quite a large flyer, but then again it is sort of twice the price and made, and also fully in resin, and it's got 2 twin link lance cannons and a rotary missile launcher, but it can't carry any troops. Fun fact though, this has actually got better armour and more hull points. I know, right? And then we'll just compare it to a Storm Raven. I haven't put the front turret on the Storm Raven, but again, I can't really, unfortunately guys, I can't really compare it to a Storm Eagle or a Thunderhawk or a Stormbird because I don't have those models yet. But let's have a little look. It is, don't know, I mean the Storm Raven is definitely wider and it's bigger in total, but lengthwise it's almost the same length, almost the same width really, but it definitely looks so much cooler than the Storm Raven. Storm Raven's an alright model, well, from sort of like that view, but when you start looking at it from sort of those horrible views. So yeah, hopefully that just shows you the difference in size. Storm Ravens I think is 50 quid, so it's 10 quid more, and you're getting the same number of weapons. You're getting 4 weapons on this and 4 on that, but I think you can carry more than the Blackstar, but you can't carry a Dreadnought, which you can on this, and you can carry bikes in this and not on that. So I hope that sort of helps too. Turning into quite a big review, because I've also got a WH40K blaster jet, which everyone knows is quite a huge flyer anyway. I think one of these costs you about 40 quid, but it's such a massive flyer, and that is obviously, it's probably a little bit shorter and thinner, but the wings are huge. So there you go. Hope that sort of helps in understanding the size, both with the Rhino and those other flyers. Like I said, I can't really compare it to the larger flyers. What I'll do now is just show you the spare parts that you get, and you literally get like a small handful of parts. It's just this, which is great. It shows that, you know, Games Workshop have sort of cut down on their wastage and, you know, all the rest of it. But at 40 quid, you're not getting an awful lot of extras. As I mentioned before, there's no reason why you can't sort of, with a bit of modding, magnetise the end barrels of the las cannons and have them on the front as interchangeable. And likewise, I'm sure you could find tiny magnets for there, or just drill a hole between them and put a bar magnet in, get a thin bar magnet or strip of magnet, and then just have them as interchangeable missiles. But that is all you get, and you get these little struts. I've lost the third one somewhere. Oh, there he goes. I've lost the third one somewhere, but they are just for the, totally forgotten the name of those, but you know what I'm talking about, these flaps here, that, and you get this armoured sort of cockpit view. Like I said, I'm not a big fan. I'd much rather have that and attempt to paint that as some kind of window. So they're all the little spare parts. You don't really get much. And there you go. That is the end of my pretty exhaustive review of this flyer. I'm a huge fan. I really like it. I think it's a really decent model, very easy to put together, and has some nice rules to go with it. I'll definitely be getting a second one at some point. I'd rather have my Deathwatch in these than in Land Raiders or drop pods or anything like that. Just in my mind, it just is really cool, and to have them in these just be a really cool way of deploying them. The only thing I sort of am against really is of course the price, but I don't say that about every model. I just think that these could have been better at 35 or 30 quid base, considering they are just 2 sprues, and they're quite a quick, easy model to assemble. At 40 quid, you're almost in the Land Raider and Storm Raven sort of territory, and they're quite a lot more points. You might find them as useful, if not better, but the ability to carry bikes is just incredible. So that's the end of my review. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.